Hey guys, welcome back to Chatting with Chuck. I'm Charlie Kirk, and today I have Madyson Lira. Madyson is a junior here at Bellarmine and a communications major like myself, but she's also minoring in anthropology and marketing. And let me get my list of the many things that she does. So you are a junior representative for SGA and the elections and survey chair, right?
Yes.
Ambassador for, or an ambassador leadership team member.
Yes.
And you're a co-leader for Night U.
Yes.
Dang, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot.
So I guess kind of like I wanted to have you on because obviously you were on Leanne's show a few months ago, and just kind of that was great. You all covered a bunch of things, and I kind of wanted to like touch back on that, see if it's still happy to be doing all these things, if it's gotten more overwhelming with school kind of coming up towards finals and everything for the semester. But so I guess kind of like how has it been in the spring with all these things? Because obviously spring and fall are different events, everything.
Yeah, I definitely, everything has just started picking up more. Spring is usually the busiest season for all of these. With SGA and being elections and survey committee chair, we're starting to get into the midst of elections. President declaration forms actually literally open tomorrow.
Oh my god.
And that will last a month, just the election as a whole. So, of course, being in charge of that, I'm kind of running it, making sure it runs smoothly, doing all that. And then with ambassadors, the past month has been pretty crazy, and then the next 2 weeks will be. We're kind of finishing up, but we're also hosting a lot more events. So we had Spring Preview Day recently, and actually this weekend we have Admitted Student Day where we're welcoming and inviting students that have been admitted to Bellarmine to come, check out campus, learn more about it, do some Bellarmine student stuff. And with Night U orientation, we're getting closer to welcoming the class of 2027 to campus. It's a little frightening.
Yeah, daunting, but
very daunting, because then I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be a senior. That's crazy to me to even
oh my gosh,
think
I'm right
about.
there with you.
I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, there's just so many things definitely happening right now that rival the amount of things I was doing in fall. And I thought I was super busy then. Now I'm just swamped. I'm also writing my thesis as well, presenting it.
Oh, wow.
At the end of this month, actually, in North Carolina. So
okay, what's your thesis about?
So I'm doing it on how does social media consumption affect a college student's body image and mental health.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. How'd you what class is that for, and how did you get involved with that subject?
Well, it's for the honors program, actually, and all honors students are required to write a thesis, and so I actually came in with my associate's degree. So I was actually going to graduate
Showing off.
a year ago. Yeah, so I was actually going to graduate a year ago, but I decided to stay the entire time here at Bellarmine just because I want to graduate with my friends. I want to graduate with my class, and there's just so many more opportunities that I want to be a part of here. So I decided to go ahead and get my thesis done this year, and
make next year a little bit easier, hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll see how it goes.
You say that, and then it's like, oh, well, I actually have all these other things going on next year.
Yeah, so I'm just like, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but...
Yeah. So you already had your associate's degree done. How did you manage that while in high school and coming to Bellarmine, before you came to Bellarmine?
Yeah, so my school that I went to, Central Hardin High School, actually offers this program called the Early College and Career Center, or the Early College Academy. And so basically you sign up for it and you have to be accepted. You have to have recommendations, all of that.
It's a whole
huge.
Application process.
It's a huge thing. And I was, of course, accepted into it, of course.
Just notch above the rest.
Well, a lot of people from my high school actually were accepted as well. So I had a pretty big cohort, as they like to call it. And so it was basically taking college classes that applied both to my associate's degree but also my high school courses.
Okay, so dual credit kind of?
Yeah, it was dual credit. And so my junior and senior year, my junior year, I actually took classes at the Early College Academy Career Center. And so it was kind of like the normal routine, going about my day and stuff, like a normal high school student. But my senior year, actually, I don't think I stepped foot in my high school maybe more than 3 times.
Really?
My whole senior year.
That's
because
crazy.
we weren't required to. We would just take classes over at the college. And
so
then
it was like all college courses your senior year?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was pretty...
It's impressive.
It was... Yeah, I had a lot of free time, actually. Well, I wouldn't say that. I was working 2 jobs as well. But it was nice to not have to kind of stick into that high school student role of getting up at like 7 a.m. and then getting classes at like by 8. Like I couldn't do
looking
that.
back at it, we all were so used to it. It's just like wake up at 7:30, go to school, do sports after, don't get home till like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I guess I'll wake up and go to my 10 a.m. class.
Exactly.
I want to sleep in though.
I don't know how I did like my first 2 years of like, I guess my first 3 years of high school, because I woke up super early. Like now it's like a struggle to like go throughout the whole day doing a bunch of stuff. I'm just like, I need nap time. So.
Like, how did we lose this conditioning so fast?
I don't know. It's shocking to me. It's shocking to me.
Because I know, like, for me, last semester especially, I was really happy because all my classes except for, like, 1 started at, like, 10. And that 1 was an 8 a.m. I struggled so much to get up and go to this class. Because I have days I'd sleep until 9:30. And that day I had to wake up at like 7:30.
See, my sophomore year, spring semester, I skipped this one class so much, like an aggressive amount.
Bad
It was
example.
bad. It was really bad, but no.
Don't skip your classes.
Don't skip your classes. But ever since then, like I've been like, okay, I can never get back into that. So last semester, I had very, very early classes, like one after the other. And I never, ever skipped a class.
That's good.
And I haven't skipped a class this semester either.
Yeah.
So.
No, I've definitely found success when I like actually bunch my classes together.
For sure.
Like as a freshman, I was like, okay, it'd be nice to have some time between them. Don't have to. Nope.
No.
It did not work well.
At that point, you like just want to get them over with. You're like, I want to have my day over with. And having your day over by 11 or 12 feels so good.
You feel productive.
You feel so productive, but now that like if I'm waking up at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and not going to class until 1:40, I'm just like, gosh, I like think of all the stuff I could have done earlier, but unfortunately slept in.
Good. So I guess, did you have some like tricks or something to help you figure out like, okay, this works better for me, and how do I like schedule my classes to work like this? Because I know for me, as someone who was a few credits behind after the freshman year after COVID, it was hard to like schedule classes for when I wanted them. It was very much at the mercy of when the classes were available. So like, how did that work for you? That's kind of an oddball out of left field, but
to be honest, I feel like every class I wanted, I got. And
okay, just be
to
lucky.
be
Okay,
fair,
so the answer is just be lucky.
to be fair, I did have senior status. So I was able to register for my classes before everyone else usually. So I got those options.
Which
but
I guess is another benefit of coming in with your associate's degree already.
This is a huge benefit of doing it. There's a lot of benefits to doing it, but not everyone does like also like able to have that opportunity. So I think really what is important is working with your advisor, because I talk to my advisor probably more than most. I didn't do just the regular 2 meetings a semester. I was like at 5 or 6 meetings a semester, being like, okay, like here's what I'm doing. I need to know my next steps. Please help me. And my advisor, Laura, she was wonderful. Absolutely adored her.
Wait, Laura
Weinstein?
Yep, I had her freshman.
She's
fantastic.
Amazing. I adore her, and she is still one of my favorite people that I've ever encountered here at Bellarmine, and I still say hi to her every time I see her. She knows my name. She like says hi to me. So it's like you're making these connections here and all of that. But definitely just going beyond the normal meetings with your advisor is it's so important, because on these extra meetings, we would figure out classes that best fit me and were better suited to me, my time, and like also just someone to talk to about school, stress. I I don't like this teacher. I don't want this teacher for this class. When can I take it to where I don't have this person?
And having a teacher you like makes such a difference.
It really does. And that's kind of me and her talked about, like, who do I want to work with? Who do I want to be in this person's class? Right. Yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, it worked out perfectly for me, but,
well, good. I guess kind of, I don't know, that 10 minutes kind of flew by, but...
Wow, it really did.
Right? So, obviously, you're a great person around Bellarmine, see you constantly at all the different things. So you are running for SGA president?
I am running for SGA president.
I guess real quickly, kind of like, before I tell everyone that we should go vote for you, like, what is, why do you want to do that? What is the thing that you think you'd be suited to that for?
So I actually ran for SGA my freshman year. Didn't get it. And yeah, it really, it was painful. It hurt, but I got involved in any aspect of SGA that I possibly could without being elected onto it. So I got involved in the Identity Equity Committee, which is a wonderful committee. It actually just got moved to a big, huge e-board position that gets paid. So we're very excited to see all the diverse and equitable things that are going to happen around campus with that change. But then my sophomore year, I got elected to be a sophomore rep. And as the years have gone by and me being involved in SGA in these capacities, I've just really yearned to make a bigger difference for the student body, because SGA is for the students. It's for the students' voices to be heard, and I think that's the most important thing on campus, since Bellarmine is here for us, serving our needs, serving our concerns and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure that everyone's voices are heard in the capacity that they need to be. And so I think that I can make that happen as SGA president, hopefully. And also my current president of SGA, Haley Planica, she's amazing. I look up to her so much. Every time I talk to her, she's always doing something new, and I'm like, wow, you're incredible. I love you. I'm like her biggest fan of her fan club.
That's fantastic.
But yeah.
Well, good. Well, that sounds great, and I will definitely be voting for you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Kind of flew by. Didn't mean to. You do all these other amazing things. We'll have to have you on sometime with Leanne and I. So I'm not stealing her guest again. But so thank you so much for coming on. Thank you guys for watching, and look forward to talking to you next time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.